You got bad luck with hobbits, man.
All right. So, is everybody ready?
Theoretically, for the character information, were we supposed to write it down, or was it recorded on Roll20?
It probably should be for you on Roll20. Everyone usually has a backup on Roll20, but me personally, I always have it. What you call it? I always have paper.
Okay, because I forgot where I put it, because this character is somewhat dead to me. I just remember I was supposed to be hot. That was the occultist.
Yeah, you're an attractive male, apparently. You're the male with white hair and the brown skin.
Yeah, I just don't remember where on earth I put the information.
Do you see it in the journal in the game?
I have not looked there yet.
All right. So, now, to set the scene where we are, you were before you were out here at sea. You've just gone through a good chunk of a storm, but right now you're out at sea. It's pretty much nightfall right now, and it's about as quiet as it gets in rough seas.
Face.
I don't know. He kind of looks like a what? I don't know. I can't wear a tie anymore. Looking at your face. Anyhow,
why the hell are you wearing a suit?
It was for John's death.
Okay, are you trying to look like Scarface now?
No, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Now that Jonathan mentioned it, when we go back to his campaign in the 1940s, you need to dress like that, man. Oh, for your lounge singer, you need to look like dress like that, looking like a robot. I'm sorry.
What? You gotta say it. Go Pelican.
Did you forget what happened to his children?
A lot of things, Jonathan.
I don't think he's ever seen.
He's afraid of the jar.
I saw a long time ago. I only remember. I remember like one thing is like first you need balls. Then you get money. Then you get the ladies. I think it was something like that.
I think that's backwards, isn't it?
Go.
Well done.
So, all right, back to setting the wonderful scene. You just finished laying siege to Sworen, and that ended with the town being completely destroyed due to demonic dealings and whatnot. The town was completely destroyed inside out, leaving something more akin to a crater than anything else. And after your original quest was to get this special weapon, this holy sword, you were sent to do this quest by Caligus Mordinius, and you were heading up north past Sworen to do that. You stopped at Sworen. Then you were taken. You followed You followed a priest of Ares, and you decided to take a quest for Ares to find an artifact within this other world that's dying. So here in this other world, you're out at sea. The waves are lapping at the boat to your left and right, and the boat is mostly calm, though you are all still awake due to the intensity of the recent events and how you've narrowly avoided a fucking horrific abomination of a creature.
And also screaming from the side of the boat.
Yes, something more akin to something similar in appearance to a white whale, but like a twisted mixture of a whale and a shark, but with way too many mouths and with luminescence, with a great white light that exudes from it, and a singing song that allures you to the edge. And you almost lost a deer bee hat in the process of your hunt for this thing.
You mean they almost lost the bait?
Yeah. So, this is where we are right now, and all of you, most of you right now, I would say, are currently. You're probably going to retire to rest, to sleep.
Wait. You see a red
Were
con?
we in
The
a
deep
drinking
ones coming over the side of the
competition?
ship?
Huh?
So you're retconning the deep ones coming over the side of the ship that we're about to all fight?
That's right. No, I was gonna have that happen again. I completely forgot that. No, that was gonna happen again. But yes.
Last
All
thing I remembered was a drinking competition.
right. All right. So
That probably means your character got so hammered he doesn't know what's going on anymore.
That's definitely true. I did not pass those checks. I was out of it.
Awesome.
Silence for sure saw the deep ones.
all right. So that's right. The deep ones were coming over the ship. So you see them crawling slowly in an attempt to be sneaky. Weren't there there was night celebrations happening. This is when the deep ones were coming, right?
No, we were chasing the captain or something. He turned out to be a deep one.
Yep. So
Oh yeah, he locked himself in the bottom of the ship, and we didn't hear from the crew again.
And then he sent his minions. And then we saw them crawling up the side. I think me and Lexington. Silence and that.
all right. So you are attempting to enter the boat, so that leaves you around the center of the boat. 4 deep ones are coming from the port side, the left side, and 4 deep ones are coming from the starboard. These are the ones that you can tell as they're reaching their hands over. Everyone's positions as of right now. Lexington and Silence, you two are fairly close to each other. I'm imagining you're at the door right now. Then we have, let's see, Lexington, Silence. We have John's hilarious fucking B-hat. I don't remember if you were still tied up, honestly. Was he still tied up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes.
I think he was untied.
B-hat, in the confusion of all the celebration, you were likely untied and then you don't remember, but at some point you were tied up again, and all of this was very, very confusing to you. Now, Annalith Jekyll,
Yes.
you may or may not have been the person that tied him up again out of amusement. You don't know.
That sounds accurate.
You see the deep one starting to come over the ship's bow as well. So,
I'm
initiative,
not sure she knows
everybody.
what a deep one looks like.
It looks like a froggy person.
That's a great. I forgot to give you their wondrous, beautiful descriptions. So these are not the typical Lovecraftian deep ones that you usually look at. These fishmen or sea demons. The entirety of the front of their face is a mouth. It's a big circular hole that leads deeper in. It's like they have like suction cups for like a mouth, like the rows of teeth, round and round and round to a big empty hole. On the sides of their heads is where their eyes are, and their hands have suction cups as well. Each finger, each joint, at the tip of each finger, there's a suction cup. The rest of their bodies are they're a deep green color on the front, and towards the face, it's a more of a bright blue. And as you see their backs coming to view, it's more of a deeper blue on their back as the front is more green. And those are the delightful deep ones that we are facing, or the sea demons, as they are called by the locals. So,
Where's Beltram?
Beltram is, I don't know. I'm going to assume Beltram is somewhere around B-Hat. No, he's probably likely, he's going to be next to Annalith Jekyll. So Annalith Jekyll, you and Beltram and B-Hat, I would say you're closer to the bow of the ship, I think it's called, the front. And over there, you don't see any other deep ones other than the ones that are coming from the middle.
We had to drop on them because we saw them coming up.
Oh, you did? All right.
Yeah, we killed a few of them.
Yeah.
You did?
No, we haven't killed anyone.
Okay, you're confusing shit on me, Jonathan.
There was no combat. We chased. Some of them died, but they're the ones that we were chasing. The ones that were humanoid looking. They got on a boat and they drowned. If I recall correctly. Well, they don't drown the deep ones.
If I remember correctly,
Somebody
like
got on
we
a boat
killed
and
a few of
died.
them, they went in the water, but then they started all coming up.
That's what we
All
got.
right.
We were chasing it. The crew. They were escaping on the
The
boat.
crew turned into fish.
Turned into,
They
turned
chased
into
out,
fish.
and then
Tyler, you gotta go rewatch your video, dude. It's okay. It's been months. Retcon.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have the deep. So we have a little barrel shrimp. Barrel shrimp, you goddamn idiot! Answer me. Oh fucking hell!
Sorry, I was fixing roll 20, so I don't.
Use some of your magic on those things before they get to us. Lexington.
Can't we just stab their hands?
I think they're already over the side.
we're getting on the side. Are they on the side?
As of right now, you guys, if you want to, you should be able, only one side or the other. You're gonna have to. You can attack, but the other side will have purchase and be able to come over. Because right now they're just coming over.
I kind of want to stab their hands. Do they have acid blood?
We'll find
You
out.
don't know.
Fight them.
Crap.
Beltram, you got something you
I
can kill
only
that whole
asked-
side with? He points at one side. Lexington, what the hell was in that drink?
Sorry.
I only ask one thing out of all. Do we
Don't
go
worry,
down?
Ty. John's gonna kill us all right now.
Do we go down with the ship, or do we run?
I think you mean swim.
Oh, I mean run.
Run where?
What do you got?
Where do you think where?
Oh, if we're gonna run, I guess the other side of the ship, huh?
Get me out of here! So
Okay, I'm
sorry.
going to ignore you.
How many
How
does
about you
Silence
two?
see, Tyler?
You. Which part of the ship are you looking at?
Both
Because
sides. He's looking back and forth. How many does he see?
as of right now, on each side you see just the 4.
Oh, only 4. God damn it.
On each
Lexington,
side.
there's only 4 of them. There's only 8 of these
Sure,
fuckers.
there's four of them.
There's only 8 of them. Beltram,
Wait, is
handle
it
this side.
storming?
Right now it's more like a light drizzle. There's a storm in the distance. You've just gotten through the majority of the storm.
Beltram, handle one side. Lexington, let's go. Pulls out his axe. It goes to the other side.
As you guys are sorry. As you guys are talking, you notice something on the side of the ship, on the bit of the ship where you can climb up where the captain's cabin is. You see on the wall something there, and you see something in the similar outfit of the captain. Inconvenient. This is inconvenient. You will be thrown over.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
doing that
handle
too.
that thing. You handle the things that are crawling on here.
You want me to handle the ones crawling? You're going to kill that guy?
Yes.
You notice in the
He
lightning
seems like the thing that'll end us.
Okay. So, silence, it goes for the 4 deep ones.
all right? On the left or the right?
Well,
Port
he
or
asked Beltram to. He pointed at one side. So, Beltram, I give you the left because you're leftist commie. So, you can take care of that. Silence goes to the right.
all right. You get a free round on them.
Okay.
Go ahead, make your roll for your attacks or whatever you may do.
he runs up to the. He basically runs along the side holds his axe out and starts to charge on their arm, on their hands. He's gonna chop off every hand, basically slice off the tops of their hands. So that's a mighty deed. So
All right, do it.
How do we roll for attacks in this game?
wait.
A 1d20 with your strength bonus.
My deed is a
That's
1d7.
assuming it's in a melee attack.
My deed is a 1d7. I'll do another thing.
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
Oh, nope, that's wrong. That's a 1d74. 1d7. Okay, a 3, so I barely made it.
Oh my word.
And
I got a 0.
so that's 3 plus silences. Bonuses are. He's got a +9 altogether.
Oh, Jesus.
They're all fucking dead. You tell me what happens. You roll a 20.
So,
This is DCC. We can roll a, But you can...
would you mind rolling damage? I'd like to see. Actually, let's get on the crit table too.
Damage is.
What am I doing? I have a
You forgot silence, nephew.
Yes.
That's what he rolls.
Truly, I have.
He rolled low for damage, but it's a crit, so it's gonna be a high. He rolled a 9 for damage.
A 9 for damage. Oh, here it is. Do you remember your crit dice?
My crit dice? Yeah. 1d24, table 5.
I will be using a different table.
Oh shit. So roll 1d24?
Yes.
Plus luck, right? D24 plus, what's his luck? Plus 1 to luck. No, definitely. So run D24. And add a 1 to this number. 8.
All right.
8.
Pretty much exactly what I was already planning is what happened here. So, you wanted to do a precision strike to their hands, but instead you severed all of their faces in half. This
Ooh,
leaves
good job.
twitching and immobile, and you see that even if you cut their hand off, they would have stayed there. So what happens is their body goes limp, and the rest of their body is like their hands are like stuck on the ship, and they just go limp and stay there, dangling off the ship.
He decides the last one. He's going to use his second attack to grab the last one before it falls because he wants to eat it. He's not going to eat it now. It's just to toss it back. Can I roll for that?
If you would like.
He's just trying to catch it. He's not trying to.
Bear in mind, none of them are actually falling over. They're dangling. They're stuck on there because of their suction cups.
Oh, they're stuck on it there, but their heads have been sliced.
So you have a full buffet.
So no, he's not attacking anymore. He's just standing there looking at them like.
As you see them, you see that there's a number of more underneath them. You see 8 more underneath them on that same side, but they're lower on the ship.
So there's 8 more coming up at the same side. Okay. So
yep, 8 more on the same side.
So I still have attacks. So he's going to dislodge one, which shouldn't be too difficult. So it can fall.
They're about like a whole entire person down below. They're one person below the other deep one. So it's going to be a stretch to hit. He's going to
start using them as projectiles. So he's going to grab the first one, like kick him in the head so he falls off and lands on one underneath him. Okay, roll a D for that, or not possible?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll D for that.
If you want, you can use my spear. You can stab him and make a shish kebab.
Silence has spear. He actually has spear. No, then make the deed. +2. So do I still roll the hit?
Yeah.
So that's a +8. That's garbage. 13 might still hit them.
Let me take a look, double check. You do not hit them. When you try to hit their slithery bodies, they avoid you with death precision, the one that's in front of you.
Lexington,
or below you.
There's a lot more than 4. He backs away. I think I'm done.
Did I do my move or like?
You have one round of action that you guys can do. So yes.
All right.
Which side do you go to? The right side or the left?
I was on the right. He's going after the guy that was talking. Wherever that guy is.
Oh, you're gonna go after the captain?
Lexington grabs one of his javelins. He uses a mighty deed, and he's going to try to pin his arm towards the door.
All right. Well, actually, he's not on the door. He's on the side of the ship, clinging on. So he's come outside.
He's going to use a javelin to pin his arm on the wall side of the ship.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I forgot this is a very high combat group. We like to fight.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. I'm just thinking of the angle, and you're pretty much like trying to. Go ahead, fucking do it.
Wherever he came out of,
No, there is nothing that Lexington won't throw a javelin at. Go ahead. that is as irrefutable as silence picking a fight.
I assumed he came out the door. Did he not?
No, he did not come out the door. He was on the side of the ship. That I must have explained it wrong, but no, he's clinging on the side of the ship.
Okay,
you can barely
then I'm
see
aiming
it,
for his fucking leg to be pinned on the wooden part of the ship.
Yeah, he's about 2 stories up above you. So yeah, throwing a javelin probably is the best idea.
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Roll. Do your rolls.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to roll for the mighty deed first. Mind if I use the phone? It's a D5.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Go ahead, bro.
You can use the chat, Jonathan. The and roll 20.
And I got a 5.
All right, nice.
I'm going to roll to see if the regular roll succeeds. 17.
17, you hit.
So,
damage.
I got. How much does that make?
No, you hit him. Now you need to roll for damage. It's a spear. Use the stats for a spear for damage. Plus your strength and all that jam. Your stats.
This is all bullshit. We're not gonna get much done because the moment you finish, John goes and he blows up the boat. So.
Yeah.
I was actually going to use color spray so I don't blow up the boat.
Do you know how?
No one is telling you not to blow up the boat. I can't wait to see what happens if you blow up the boat.
Okay, I'm gonna roll, and it's a 9.
It's a 9?
Yeah. Did I pin the guy?
You pin his right arm down into the wall, and he howls. This is where you get to finally see a genuine good look at his horrific face as lightning strikes in the background. You see that his lips are parted horrifically, and his mouth opens up double the size. His eyes are now they're wide. They're much wider than they should be. There's no longer any eyebrows, and his hair is just about all entirely fallen out. His eyes are a deep and virulent green, and they are looking at you furious. You will be sacrificed to my god. I will kill you. His voice rings.
But hear that? Knowing that he's pinned, tries to go closer to chop his head off.
1 round you get. Now, next person. Beltran, want to blow up the boat?
He's gonna double cast color spray. He's gonna blind the ones coming over.
Which side? Left side? Like you were
So
told?
the side that no one's on.
Yep, left side.
All right.
Again,
Let's hope this works.
Go ahead, do the roll. Roll for color spray.
Watch him blind all of us.
Blind them with your color spray.
Watch him blind
23.
all of us.
He forgot what color spray is as well.
Give me the page. Color spray.
What color are you gonna choose?
135. No side effects.
What color are you gonna choose?
That's not how color
I don't really
spray
choose. It just sprays a bunch of colors and
Brilliant
debilitates
color out
people.
of space he's summoning.
All right, you rolled a 22.
Tyler has to roll for what color and what happens and what it looks like.
Ah,
Yeah, no, you got them all. They're all blinded. Right, let me see if you get the ones behind that. Behind them. Because behind them you see 8 behind them. Far lower. Oh shit, no, I gotta make will saves for them. Hold up. They're not just blinded, John. They are given the gift of joy and happiness. In the form of what will happen next. Let's see,
John,
double checking.
Completely separate. When you get around to finally painting by Croxagore, paint them white. Give them Silence's colors.
Alright.
So your entire football team are white dragon men.
No.
Dragonborns.
Just the Croxagore.
There's
There's only one
Gotcha.
Croxagore.
Is it possible to like give him an axe just to make it better?
Wait till you see him.
So,
Wait till you see him.
John, what happens? Sorry, you guys want to finish what you're saying?
No.
Okay, so
We're done.
what happens, John,
We were just giving you time
is in your
to roll.
thank you. So, in your excitement, most of your color spray hits the poor fucking creature in front of you, the first one. You spray him with the colors, and it just envelops his face and mouth. And you can see that it is overwhelmed. And the first one just goes limp immediately. The rest of them, they seem to get whatever is left of your magic. And as the color leaves your fingers and dazzles into their face, the rest of them are blinded and start flailing around in irritation. They don't quite know where you are, and they are trying to still climb up.
So John takes on one Lovecraftian monster with another one. I love it.
Yeah.
So
He uses the color out of
He used the color
space
out of
to
space to
take out
defeat.
the demon.
This is not going to work out well, John. Very good.
I mean, I could still cast a fireball if you wanted to blow up half the ship.
Behat might. So, Behat, you're tied up, and there's a bee that's crawling on your face. Oh, Behat, why are you in this position again? I swear I untied you myself. You see the rider on the bee, the scarab, saying, I will cut these bonds.
Now
He jumps.
Go.
He jumps down on top of you, and you see that he's cutting the bonds, and it's slow. he's using his little sword best he can, and the bee is starting to crawl on your head. It's like, kill. Can you cast your magic? Kill.
Yeah, no, I'm totally gonna do that. I just need to get untied. Keep going, little man. That sword's working.
I will help someone else kill. Don't you worry. Only in your service. Analyth Jekyll, a bee flies on top of your head.
Yay, I have a friend. Okay, so you said that the monsters that silence.
Yes.
It's silence, right? Okay, so silence like beheaded them, and they were stuck on the side of the boat, right?
First of all, Silence is a monster. It's a giant crocodile thing. So,
Congratulations.
just so you know,
Oh,
there's
So-
one more
fighting
thing.
monsters.
Hold up. Wait a second. B-Hat, is there anything you do while still tied up? You still have your feet that you can move around, I think. Your feet are free. You can run around helplessly if you want. What do you want to do?
Is he near any of the fighting?
No. You're at the
He's
bow
good there.
of the ship.
He's gonna be untied. Wait a minute. Is he still stuck in that same spot that he had to climb out of?
No, you were freed and you joined the festivities, and at some point you were tied up again. You don't remember how or why.
No, he's gonna wait.
So you're currently at the front of the ship. So is Analyth Jekyll. Now back to Analyth. Sorry.
Okay, so if the monsters are still hanging on, the ones that were beheaded by silence, I would personally like to cut off their arms and make them my own sleeve gloves, so I may attach myself to the side of the boat if I so desire.
There's 8 more monsters right below them. We have to wait.
Well, they can wait for me to fashion their brethren into fashion supplies. Maybe I'll make a belt, matching hat. Maybe I'll just encase my entire body in their flesh and use it like one of those Velcro suits that I throw myself at.
Essentially telling us.
What?
So you're doing a Bugsy where you're carrying the damn thing. Is that what?
No, I'm pulling a Buffalo Bill.
She has no idea who Muggsy is, Jonathan.
I know, but like.
Muggsy killed everything, then he took the bodies to make a suit out of scales.
Yeah, and I haven't killed anything yet. So if anything, I'm doing a Buffalo Bill, but with their hands.
I mean, the
shoes.
original game that Bugsy was from. Remember, he was.
That's because he went insane.
Yeah,
he was fighting
already
one. He went insane, and in his insanity, he went full berserker. He thought the thing was still alive. He was waiting for it to wake up, even though everyone kept telling him it's just a torso. You killed the thing.
I'm a creative type. I'm allowed to do this. I don't have to go insane to make these choices.
All right, yeah, you can go ahead and make the roll and try to do what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? You're trying to sever the arm?
I want to use their arms as a climbing device and possibly use their tentacle suction cups as shoes too, so I can kind of do a Spider-Man kind of thing. If I so desire.
You're right now going to attempt to cut off the arms, or at least one of their arms.
Yes.
Right now they're dangling on the side of one arm is dangling free and one is on the ship itself.
Okay, what do I have to roll?
Go ahead, roll an attack roll to cut off the arm.
I got a 3.
Do you have any bonuses?
No, that was me subtracting the bonus. It's a -1 for strength.
Let me get this straight. She's cutting the arm off of a dead deep one.
Yes. What happens is your strength fails you, and you don't even hack through the arm. You get your blade stuck in it before you're able to yoink it out. But you left a good mark.
That's something. Thank you.
Silence is staring at her incredulously. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? There's 8 of them down there."
I'm not nearly as useful as my cannibalistic killer. Okay? I'm trying my best with this guy. I was actually thinking I was still my cannibalistic killer, and I was trying to decide how much sashimi I could make out of these guys.
Oh my goodness. So now we're about now at the very end of the round. You hear howling from the captain's quarters. When you glance up there, you see the older Chief Warminger, the guy that you're familiar with, known as Warhero.
I'm gonna go help the family really quick.
All right.
It'll be quick.
So you see him howling, and you see that through the captain's quarters that he gathers a few of the soldiers, and they're coming out, and they're hesitant. They don't want to. A good chunk of them don't seem to desire this, but the majority of them are coming out. And you see the Warminger himself, this older fellow with a very nice beard. I don't remember what he looked like before, but now he has a grand old fuzzy beard and gray salt pepper hair. So he seems to be holding some sort of very shiny object as he's running down the steps. This is where we start initiative. So, go ahead, everybody, roll initiative.
How do we roll initiative?
It is, it's going to be just roll a d20 with your dex bonus.
Okay.
Warriors get their level 2, right?
Oh yeah, warriors get their level as well, yes.
I'm sorry. What are we supposed to do with it? A D20 plus.
Your dex bonus.
Dexterity.
And
I don't see that. No. I don't see dexterity.
Agility.
Agility,
Thank
yes.
you.
Thanks. Where the heck? Oh, here it is. All right.
I got a 14.
Sounds good.
I got an 11.
17.
Oh, here we go. This is how you had the turns. Oh man, that was fine.
17 tie.
There we go. We'll have the glorious dwarf that's currently not in combat represent the deep ones. Who is this guy? I don't remember. Okay. All right, starting from the top. Silence got fucking fire giant. Got a 17. Let me roll the deep ones as well. They got an 18. Beltram, you rolled a whole fucking 18. And Jekyll rolled a 14. Lexington rolled a what the fuck? 11. All right. Thus, the turn order is set. All right, Beltram, it's your turn. You have in front of you. You see deep ones flailing. You see these sea demons. They're flailing and they're fumbling and falling over on the deck. 3 of them have fallen over and they're on the deck, but they are, they're disoriented. What do you do? Are you here?
He said that he had to go help his family.
Nice. We'll just move over him for right now. So, the deep ones move. The ones that are lower on the ship, they start climbing up. There's 8 of them. These 8 are getting closer, and they're right now they're about at the same place where their brethren are. John, it is pretty much your turn. The deep ones that were 8, the 8 of them that were further down below have now climbed further up. So
are they currently so where they're right with the other ones that have been color sprayed?
No, they are close to that point. They're the 8 of them. They're about at the point where they're at the same place where the guys with the color spray are. So in another round they'll be up. The guys that were at that spot are now They're on the deck with you, but they're disoriented and they cannot see as of right now.
Lovely.
All right? So what do? You're the first.
Can I color spray the ones that are trying to come up?
If you'd like, do whatever you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna color spray those.
Okay, roll. You've done fuck all.
Well, shit happens.
You, for some reason, you hear some sort of laughing on the inside. And you feel something pinching your limb, your interior, and you feel as if the creature that's currently inside of you, as a result of one of your corruptions, is very amused at your failings. And now we go on to the next. Oh, wait. John, you have two faces. You have a face on your back, dude. If you want, you can use that face to cast.
I was actually deciding whether I want to. Yeah, I'll try it.
All right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have like two faces thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna do a double color spray, but since everyone got hit the first time, it was kind of pointless.
Right. Oh, but didn't you lose the spell? Wait, let me double check. It's 135.
You don't lose the spell in DCC if you succeed.
Yeah, no, he already failed the first time though.
Oh.
So no, color spray you cannot use again. Not today.
What a shame, John. You got to be creative.
Oh, and by the way, since your face is muffled by your clothing, it's a -2. You have to let it breathe, baby.
All right. Portal. Can you just go on to the next person because I'm still trying to decide.
All right. So the deep ones that were on the right side of the ship, they have climbed a little bit higher now.
The deep ones are the next person, John.
Yeah. They've climbed a little bit higher now. In one more turn, they will be over and ready to attack you. You see that the old Worminger is holding some sort of shiny object as he's rushing down. He seems to be heading towards one of the railings, but then he falls. He falls and he drops this golden thing on the ground. It falls towards the center of the ship, and the chief Worminger, Borgerot, he tumbles over and he starts sliding to the other side of the ship, far, far away from this thing. He's closer to where the left side of the ship is with John, with Belgium. You hear him howling, "No!"
Can I make a? Oh, never mind.
As he struggles to stand up, he's like, "Get Dutch! Throw it overboard!" He keeps stumbling, and he tragically, falls again due to the wet surface. You can see his panic and paranoia. So, it is now
what it is.
Silence's turn.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, John. Silence saw all this, right?
Yes. You pretty much, you can hear him falling over the deck and shit. And then the loud
object?
thudding sound of the metal.
Is it close enough for Silence to grab it?
Yes.
Okay, he runs over and grabs it. And looks
All
at
right.
it first. He looks at it first. So that's one action and his movement. He looks at it. What is he looking at?
All right. You look at a very beautiful, pristine, golden image of, like, a woman. It looks serene. It looks perfect and pretty. And you see that this image, for some reason, retains a broken trident. There's a trident at its feet, and it appears as if this woman is enjoying stepping all over it. She has a woeful smile.
Okay, from
She
his knowledge
currently-
of the gods, because he worships a Greek god. What do I roll anything to get more info?
It's a very, if you know about the Greek gods, it's a complete blasphemy of Poseidon for some reason.
Well,
You don't know how Poseidon's all the way over here, but apparently there is a god that hates Poseidon, and and as you see you examine the armor and you notice the armor is nothing about this image is Greek, and upon the closer inspection you realize that she has fins, she has distortions. Her face, even though it's eerily pretty, it doesn't look right.
Where's Behad?
Behad is at the bow of the ship. It's he's currently, you don't have a direct line of sight to him because there's between you and the bow of the ship there is the actually no, you do have a direct line of sight to him. Yeah, you see him.
Guess what he does? Yo, Behad, catch! He throws it at him. Do I roll?
Yeah, you throw the orb at B-Hat.
B-Hat's tied up still.
Yeah.
Roll to hit. Do it.
I did nothing, John. Silence did it. I haven't rolled yet. I don't know what the fuck that is rolling. Oh wait. Mighty
With the
Deed.
dex bonus.
Mighty Deed. To get this object into one of his pockets. To throw it with such precision that he gets it into one of his pockets. Yes, I could actually end this fight right now, but I feel like...
Wait a second, is B-Hat the size of a bee?
No.
Or is he like a full person?
B-Hat is a normal person with a bee as a hat. A huge
Just a
bee,
+2,
about
so
this big.
A +2 plus his dex bonuses. That's not much.
All right.
11.
Roll another 1d20 with luck.
That means that means the DM likes what I'm doing. 14.
Smacks his balls. B-Hat, you're stunned for the next round. A massive golden idol smashes your nuts, and you are howling in pain.
Now understand that I know what I should probably get thrown overboard, but Silence is a fucking giant crocodilian piece of shit.
As you throw it, Vorgorod, as he's trying to rush towards it in shock, he looks over and he sees the idol, which is currently clutched between B-Hat's legs. He doesn't know what's going on, but B-Hat, you're clutching it between your legs because it just smashed your balls. So Vorgorod is currently doing a mad dash towards you now. Next person is Annalith Jekyll. You see that the 8 beings that are climbing on...
Wait, give me 1 second, man. Before Silence's attention is on the deep ones, he wants to see if they're actually going after the statue. He's not sure yet. So. Also, so after he does this, he's looking in that direction. He's off his round. He's not doing any more attacks, even though he has another one. He wants to see if they start turning in that direction. They're going after the statue.
You see that the first one that barely gets its hands over, when it gets its hands over, you see that its eyes twitch and it follows the movement of the golden statue.
Okay.
All right. So, Annalith Jekyll, your round, your turn.
Color spray.
You have magic?
I believe so. It's what my character sheet says.
All right, do it. Roll with your intelligence bonus and your level.
What do you mean my level?
Your level's probably 1.
I'm at 0.
You're not what?
I'm a level 0.
Not likely. You wouldn't have spells. You're level 1 right now.
Okay.
If you were level 0, you'd be dust.
Okay, so D20 plus intelligence, correct?
Plus intelligence, plus your level, which is plus 1.
So 3.
I'm here. I'm just moving around. Okay.
That's good.
I can hear everything.
And mine says that it has a magic effect of blood sweat, but causes no damage.
So, wait. Make the roll first and see what happens.
I am. I got a 12.
12. Wait, you actually might have gotten. Oh my goodness.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So, with your magic out from your fingers, light and beautiful, brilliant color spew out. Now, I make my roll.
I'll be right back.
Your beautiful incandescent light spews forward through your fingers and does nothing. The creature in front of you, if nothing else, seems virulently, he seems furious with you. The creature seems to stop and stare at you for a moment. It twitches its one eye and it looks at you, questioning what you just did to it. Before, with renewed vigor, it comes after you and you alone.
That's okay. I'm prepared for death.
So now that goes to Lexington Asheville. Lexington, you have the captain over on top, and he attempted to. Wait, actually, I forgot to make
Jonathan
him.
doesn't know what happened to that statue. He probably saw it.
Did you know about the statue?
No, he wasn't here when the
No.
Oh my God, you
I
weren't
need
there.
to help me with the AC shit.
He did not.
So what happens? What happened? Real quick recap.
His action might change.
Yeah. So what happened was the chief warminger, known as Vorgorod, he ran down the steps holding some sort of golden object. He then terribly fell over and slipped to the other side of the ship far away from the object. But it was close enough for Silence to get. It's some sort of golden object that's blasphemes against the Greek gods and one other that, claims himself as a better god or whatever. It's a cursed item. So Silence takes the executive decision to throw it at Behat. It lands
wait. The guy was saying, get rid of the statue. He was yelling out to get rid of the statue. So Silence put 2 and 2 together and got 5. And he threw that Behat.
And not just anywhere on Behat, it landed straight in Behat's balls, to which Behat is now howling in pain. And he doesn't know it, but he's clutching the idol in his crotch right now as he's rocking back and forth. Behat can't hear it, but the scarab knight on him is like, stop doing that. I'm trying to cut your blind. As Behat is wailing and rocking in the place he's at. He's stunned for a whole round, naturally. So now it's your turn. You are currently in the middle of the deck. You were next to where the idol was dropped, but you weren't paying attention. And you only just saw what happened. You see the captain above you, which I forgot to make him do his turn. So I'll do it right now. The captain, he's going to make a strength check to attempt to free himself. He attempts to make a strength check to free himself, and he tears through his arm horribly, leaving a massive gash and only widening the hole, just not making it able to be removed. Due to certain grooves in your javelin, it doesn't allow him to remove it. You see that his bones and tendons are getting stuck in the javelin as he is trying to yank it out in fury. He uses his second attack, and you see his eyes turn even brighter green. He spews something at you. Does that hit?
I don't think so.
No.
Let me check.
No, that's a 10. He spews a horrid acid that lands next to you, and you hear the sizzling as it for a moment melts what's next to it before the water of the rain washes it away. Your turn.
I like how this group is utterly incompetent.
You're welcome.
We got one person is kind of
Okay.
using his round to kill bad guys, throw a statue at one of the other allies. The other one is doing color things to things, and another one is trying to chop the arm off of a dead monster to make fish. And this guy's attacking the captain.
Who's a fish person
No
thing?
one's doing anything about the actual threat.
So, what do you do?
So, how close are the crew and the captain? Exactly.
As of right now, there are crew members that are spewing out of the ship, which are human and are trying to help, though hesitantly. They don't want to do this. You can see that, but they don't feel like they have any other choice. They've brandished their arms, and they haven't gotten to the railway
they
yet.
don't have faces that are like fish.
No, they're human. They're very human.
Okay. That was the part I was like wondering about. Lexington, upon like trying to get a good look at the crew to make sure they're not fish, goes on and he goes like right above the captain and tries to swing for his head.
Okay. The captain is 2 stories above you.
Yeah, he's still trying to get to the captain.
So you're going to spend your turn climbing up to the top of the ship so you can swing down on the captain.
Jonathan, it's raining. It's a waterlogged fucking ship. You're gonna slip right off.
Yeah, I thought he was like at the other side of the ship.
Second story.
Right?
You're on the first story, ground floor. You're on the ground floor. He is 2 stories up. You're here. He's up here.
What, he's like on the scouting part of the ship? Like
He's in the captain's quarters. Well, actually, no. That'd be that's still second floor. You're on the first floor. He's on the second floor. So that you would have to climb up the steps, and if you want to get above him, then you would have to use your own dexterity to climb on top of the part of the ship that isn't supposed to be climbed on, and then axe him from there, from that very, very stable purchase.
Alrighty then. In that case, Lexington goes to where B-Hat, where he's holding the statue thing.
All right. B-Hat has a statue clutched very tightly between his thighs and his balls. What do you do?
Alright. I grab the statue thing, put it
Roll
between...
strength, god damn it. You're not taking it out that easy.
Good grief.
Alright.
He's clutching it tight, man. Oh,
I
God.
think you just saved Behat's life. Because next round, Silence would have done something else.
And 3.
You attempt to grab it, but the statue's far too slippery. You attempt to grab it, and you accidentally brush over his crotch, and he screeches more, and he rolls much more, and he's a little closer to the edge.
Jonathan, you're a fighter, dude. Turn it into a deed, you goofball.
Wait. It's +3. It doesn't even matter if he had any bonuses. He could have done a deed, sure. He'd been like, grabbed, but he didn't do it like an attack.
I know.
Even with
Just
it was
grab
supposed.
the thing and then use the javelin, attach it to the javelin, and throw it at the sea.
Anyhow,
You don't have to use the
you
javelin.
lose
Why are you
purchase
wasting a
over it.
javelin? Just toss the thing up the thing.
So you lose purchase. You fall.
I
You
was
try to
gonna
grab
aim
it.
a big one, like
Yeah. So yeah, you lose purchase and you accidentally grab his fun stuff a little, and Behat screeches more, and he rolls over closer to the edge of this ship, completely. He's completely unaware of anything that's happening. I gotta make a roll for somebody else.
do this to me?
I tell the freaking bee on the top of his head.
The bee isn't on Behat's head. The bee is currently on Anna's head, and it's currently massaging her head.
Behat's great adventure is about to get much more interesting.
So Behat gets close to the edge, and you see, with all amusement, that the Scarab Knight has to try to survive Behat rolling over him. So the Scarab Knight's like, whoa, whoa, and you see him with like the strength and speed of an athlete running over Behat as Behat rolls. And you see that he somehow keeps up with Behat's rolling and survives. He's like, Behat, I am here. Do not worry, I will save you. He keeps trying to cut the bindings. I'm gonna go ahead and roll, see if he actually has put any dent into the binding while all this shit's happening. Not even a little. Just a little bit. Not that much. With your wailing and moving, he has not done much. Now,
Why
Deltron,
are they doing this to me?
You're looking at the other people. You're like this. You've been hesitating.
Actually,
Now it's time to move.
I go for the orb.
Next round, right?
Huh?
We're still in this round, right?
It's about to end. So you go for the orb. That's going to be a full action. You won't be able to grab it by the point you get to it. It's gone that far away.
That's fine.
All right. So you're at the orb right now. You're pretty much right there next to Lexington, and you see that you see Behat screaming as he's getting closer to the edge, clutching his poor ball sack. Well, trying to. He's like. Now the round ceases, and we go right back to the top. Beltram, Behat is screaming and wailing in front of you. What do you do?
Have the orb.
Huh? You try to grab the artifact?
Yeah.
It is yet... Actually, as Behat, Behat gets another round of stunning because of Lexington's attacks. Sorry. Just making sure you know. Forgot to say that. So, you're going to grab it?
Gonna try to.
Roll strength. Just strength.
Yep.
Can't have mighty deeds to grab something out of someone's balls.
Nope.
Okay, yeah. Behat in his horrific stupor rolls off the boat.
Silent screams, no, you forgot the javelin. He was gonna run over, tie Behat to the javelin. It's awesome.
Oh my god.
Well,
so Behat, as you are in your stupor, adrenaline rushes through you. You see time slow down as you're starting to realize that you're probably going to die horribly. You are currently seeing the droplets fall. You see as you see the wizard that just fondled your balls, like slapping your balls trying to grab this artifact. You realize there's an artifact between your legs. You're falling. You are in an adrenaline rush. What do you do as you fall into the water before you touch the water?
No way he can cast because he's still tied up, right?
God, you're about to be eaten by
Depends on
fish.
the spell. His hands aren't really tied. You're tied up like this. You're crudely tied up.
Yeah, but this is an extenuous circumstance, John. I think you can try.
Rope work.
You tie.
He's gonna
you cast
he's
rope
gonna
work?
use rope trick or Oh,
All right. If you're gonna do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. Because remember, you're falling from the
He's
bow
gonna
of the
try
ship.
and use rope trick to. He's gonna basically cap and tie himself to the ship so he doesn't go
Alright.
completely off.
Wait. How long is the rope?
It doesn't matter. He's got to roll. You know, he's got to do something.
I know, but like, how long is the rope?
I don't know. But the
Jonathan,
rope-
I haven't even cast a spell yet.
yeah, he doesn't know.
I'm like asking, how long are you playing for the rope to be, John?
He doesn't know if it even will work, Jonathan. You know, it sure was a shame that you didn't cast this with luck, you know.
No, his character's about to die. He doesn't have luck.
It happens.
So, you fall into the waves. The idol releases from underneath, in between your body, and you see, as time is going slowly for you, you see a horrific, you see the beautiful underside of a ship. By beautiful, I mean horrifically spiked and filled with barnacles. Roll a 1d12. You are getting scraped underneath the very bottom of the ship. Oh, I was supposed to roll that, actually. Only 3 damage. You've been scraped through halfway of the ship. Next round, we'll find out what happens after that.
Does that also
by
mean
the
the
way-
ropes are getting cut?
Yeah, you're both getting shredded.
You're being
Good.
keel hauled, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means he'll probably be free next turn.
If you live.
Yeah, if I live.
So,
But it's
now-
still something.
now it is the deep one's turn. The deep ones, the great sea demons, they see the occurrence, and all of them, but one, stay on the ship. I mean, jump overboard. And you hear a horrific sound. You don't know how to describe it. You would have to say perhaps it's a wail or a scream, but it's not natural. It doesn't make sense what they do. It sounds like something perhaps the wind would make. Perhaps it just doesn't sound right. So all of them jump overboard except the one that's been completely blinded by rage. And this one attacks Annalith Jekyll. Let's see.
You did want your first death.
And I'm ready for it.
All right, what's your armor class? Because if it's super low, you're fucked. If it's not, you're good.
I honestly don't know.
It should be AC. Let me see if
Do
I
you
can
have
get
any
it.
armor?
I'm working on it.
Let me take a look.
Um,
I'm taking a look for you. It's called AC. You see it in the armor, and it's
I have 10.
You are really, really unlucky. That's exactly the number that it needed to do to hit you. Because it rolled a 10, and this is a +5, so it could have been much higher. So, now it attacks you for damage. See? Oh, wow. Only 5 damage. You still breathe.
So, how do I know if that kills me or not?
You go to your HP and you see how high it is. Here, let me go to your core stats. I'm going to click on that for you.
Or
5.
can't be too high.
Nope, it's just a 5.
So I'm dead?
Well, you're technically. It's not known whether you're dead or not. You got to make a roll to see if you're dead or not. But technically, yeah, they have to check your body to see if you're dead. So what happens is
and this group will probably
creature.
just check your body for loose change. So.
I have like
Yeah.
38 gold, I think.
So what happens? In pure fury, this creature it pretty much grasps you and it bites into you and leaves a horrific mark, sucking a shit ton of blood out of you, and you pass out, presumably dead. And then its suction cups are on your body, and it's starting to try to pull you over now. You can hear Silence very, very quietly. Anyone that's close enough, which you're the only one close enough, other than the, let's see, actually, no, it's only you. Sacrifice.
What? Say that again. I didn't hear you.
Sacrifice. That's all
You said sacrifice.
He wants her to sacrifice. No, that's Behat. Yeah, we already gave one sacrifice. He runs over and he lops the head off of that thing that's trying to kill her. Mighty deed.
All right.
That wasn't me. I'm wrong.
Well, you said that the tiny bee was on my head, right? Can we do like a ratatouille kind of thing?
The bee doesn't know how to do the ratatouille
I rolled a
thing.
1 for my mighty deed, so that's only a plus.
All right.
I'm dead.
No, you're not dead. I got a plus 7 to hit with that. I just lopped the head off that thing. Don't worry, you're fine.
Thank you, my hero.
Lop the head off. I want to see exactly what you did. Let's take a look. Roll that 1d24. I want to see. Thanks to the RPG Pundit.
You're my hero.
Don't. 6.
5. Let's
6.
see.
Plus 1 luck. 6.
All right. So, what you do exactly is you go to chop its head off, and you pretty much, once you chop off the head, another, and then you remove most of its flesh and its body, leaving only its back. You pretty much chop the whole spine off. You brutalize it.
Destroy it.
And then you could just yank her body out, and she looks pretty bad, messed up.
So I rifled
Technically,
clothes for loose change. No, I'm kidding. We need a cleric. He's holding her up by him because she's playing a male. He's holding her up by the leg. He doesn't know what to do, so he's holding her up by the leg. He's like, somebody check on her. He slaps him. Go, wake up.
Oh my goodness.
You see from out of the ship, you see the old man. He's like, yeah. And you see that he's way too slow. He's never gonna fucking make it in time. He's fucking hobbling over slowly. He's like, yeah.
Well, that was my attack. So he still has another action. So he uses the other one to run over to the old man, and then drops her unceremoniously in front of him.
Just the way it was meant to be.
Yeah. The old man with most of his teeth missing, or actually I think it's all of his teeth missing, he lays his hands upon you. Let's see.
He better not give me CPR. I'd rather just die.
Don't worry. All will be good. Let's see. The old man, when you're pretty much, you're about to fade from life, right? You're seeing images of your family, the people that you knew, the events leading up.
My wife.
Well, technically, yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't. If I recall your situation correctly, it's the other way around.
Well, kind of. That's argumentative.
That's weird. Anyhow, so
how do you think my character feels?
So you see all these different images in your head, and you see all this, and then you see at the center of all of it an old man who you don't fucking know. He's like, Yeah.
No, I met him before. I led him to Silence and them when they were drinking.
You don't really know him. You don't
Okay.
know him that well. That's the point. You don't really know him. He's just an old guy. He's like, who the fuck is this? You see old man, and then you see your vision filled with red. All of it. Blood red, crimson. And then you hear a voice grating in your ear. Blood. Bring me blood. And then you are jolted awake, and you see there's like your clothes over here are ruined as there's a massive circular cut there.
Welcome to the
Oh,
You're
cult of Aries.
reinvigorated.
Welcome to the cult of Aries.
Yeah. You see your clothes is ruined. You have a massive thing there, and you see like a fading gash. You see a bit of a scar there, but you don't feel pain from there anymore. You are completely reinvigorated. You are brought back to full. You are able to take an action even. You are like someone shot an adrenaline shot in you. You're in. So let me see whose turn it is. You still have your turn this round because of that.
Thank you for saving me, Silence.
He's like, oh shucks. Oh shucks.
It's your turn now.
Mine?
Yes. You're shot back up to life as if nothing ever happened.
So what happened to all the monsters? Are they all gone now? Because you said all but one was there, and the one that was there, Silence beheaded.
Yep.
So I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
There's plenty to do, Madeline.
So what the fuck happened to the captain?
Can I save B-Hat from being like keyholed or whatever?
You actually know he's completely fucked. Let's see.
Well, Beltram maybe could save him with some if he actually gets creative with some magic.
Yeah, well, if he already did his turn fondling the B-Hat's balls. So let's see. The captain, he's gonna do his turn now.
But I thought you said I could have my turn.
That means there is one more enemy, the captain.
Yeah, I forgot to make the captain move, unfortunately. I keep forgetting to do that. So the captain makes his move.
Is the captain the enemy?
Yes, the captain, not the chief warmager, the captain. Let's see, what did he roll? That's a +4. Let me roll a d20, see what he got. The captain, in his attempt to remove his arm and how excitedly he jerks his hand away, he does get free. Removing the entirety of his fucking arm in that pure jerk. His arm gets dislocated and the pure inhuman strength he had removes it. He wails. He's in complete agony, completely disoriented. He is still on that portion up there. His arm is completely gone, and he is wailing, completely mad. Annalith, what do you do? You hear the
you said Jonathan's character B-Hat cannot be saved.
Oh, B-Hat fell overboard. How the fuck are you going to save someone that just fell under a ship?
Well, you said he was still tied to something.
No, he was tied up.
Not Jonathan's.
Jonathan is
John has two characters. So
yeah.
My character is Lexington.
Okay, so I have an action I can do and attack I can do, correct?
You can do like a movement and then an attack, yes.
Okay, so I'd like to go towards the captain and stab him with my spear.
All right, so you will have to run all the way up the steps and then stab him alongside. You'd be, having to pretty much slash him at the side because he's up the steps. He's on the side
okay with that.
Steps. All right. Roll a dex roll. You're running up slippery steps.
So that would be a d20 plus agility?
Agility. Yes, agility. Okay. 19. Yeah, you made it. You did not slip on the very, very slippery steps despite the water. So you're there. You can make the attack. Go ahead. Roll whatever attack you want to do or magic you want to cast.
I want to use my spear. Glaive. So in for the weapon, it says to hit or damage modifier, it's -1. So I do a d20 -1, correct?
Yep. The sore life of being a wizard.
15.
That is exactly it to hit him. Go ahead, roll to hit. Roll for damage, so which is probably -1. The spear, whatever the damage of the spear is, -1. Which I think a spear is...
I thought I just did that.
No, that's to hit.
Oh, so then I got a 16.
Yep, that was to hit. Now you need to roll for damage.
So this would be an 8.
I think so. I'll go double check, but yeah, go ahead, roll a 1d8.
No, it says a d20. And I rolled a d20, and then it's -1, so it'd be an 8.
No, the d20 is for rolling to attack. For
oh dear.
For damage. No worries. There's a lot of crap, and luckily I got most of this memorized.
Oh, it's a 1d8 for damage dice.
Yep.
Okay. So it would be a 1d8 -1, or was that just for the attacking?
It's -1.
Okay,
Yes.
so 1d8 -1, I got a 3.
3. You stab him, and it seems that him losing his arm for some reason seems more important. You put a hole in him, and he just kind of keeps screaming at the fact that he's just lost his arm.
That's understandable.
Yeah. So now we go down to Lexington. Lexington, you just saw the tragic fall of Beat, who just fell under the ship.
But not the bee.
You also saw that.
Not the
so
bee.
You could have just gone up the stairs.
Yeah, you see the fall of B-Hat down below the waves, and you see the idol go, and you see pretty much you saw Felnox trying to grab it. It didn't work. Same thing that you did. Beltram,
wait.
Riggs.
Lexington's response: if he dies, he dies.
Wait. Who's Lexington?
Jonathan's character.
Okay, then why did Silence talk for him?
No, I was just saying what I think it would be.
He was making a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a joke. So, what do you do after seeing all this?
Oh, I certainly have no idea what was that.
Oh, by the way, you still hear the howling behind you. You see that the captain has wrenched himself free, but he's lost an entire arm.
Alright, can someone tie him up? I'm getting tired of the howling.
So that's your turn?
Like Sid says there while he tries to get closer towards the top.
You can make it halfway towards him.
Any sort of hurry.
Yeah, if you're not in any sort of hurry.
He pointed at the crew on the top.
The crew on the top seem very confused as to why the deep ones have left. They're holding their blades, fucking confused. They didn't even get a chance to initiate the battle with them. They're all confused as shit. They don't even know where...
Captain up so we can get some answers on what the fuck's going on here.
Roll your charisma. Let's see if you have Apollo within you, my cousin.
No.
Can you sway the hearts and minds of men? Holy shit, yeah. No, you've for some reason your voice carrying the great authority of a royal household actually grabs their attention. And they see, they all focus on the captain now. They understand what you're requesting and they see the captain. The ones that have swords, they start slowly making their way. A few of them start making their way up the steps. The ones with spears, they throw their spear. See? And in their horrid state, their spears. Wait. Yeah, their spears, they go horribly awry. One of them almost hits Annalith. They fly right next to her as they miss their spears. You see that despite being rallied, they're still shaken. So, next round, there is only one enemy left. Beltran, actually, we'll go straight to B-Hat. B-Hat, the binds are not really destroyed yet. Take another 1d12 damage. Here, let me roll that for you. I'm the one supposed to be rolling the damage.
That's fine.
You take 10 damage.
He's dead.
You're dying.
He's
right?
dead.
You're being slowly ripped apart.
B-Hat, you remember the rest of your wondrous life, and you see all the wonderful things, and you see that as you're horribly being ripped apart, you see the poor bee knight clutching onto you. You see his mournful, sad face as he too gets caught in the barnacles and is ripped asunder. He attempts to take some damage for you. How much HP did you lose from this attack? Almost all of it?
What? Oh no, he only had like, let's see,
1 HP left or something? Never mind.
He had like 2 left.
He had 2 left? Oh no, sorry, Arthur. The great Arthur sacrifice cannot save you. He absorbed 1 HP of damage trying to save you. It did not work. He was ripped asunder as your body is all flayed horrifically, leaving you completely unrecognizable. Your body sinks into the sea. B-Hat is again dead.
Like the 4th death.
And again, in a very horrible way. First one, he was dissected. Now he's been ripped apart. He's the Kenny of the group. He really is.
That means he goes over to your campaign now, John.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
That means he shows up at your campaign now, Jonathan.
Oh my goodness! I can put him into. Oh, that's
Every
good.
time
You
he dies,
always
John,
leave behind a bee.
He's reborn in one of the other campaigns. That's the big
I'll take good care of your bee. He'll be my best friend.
So Annalith.
That would make him so happy.
Annalith, you know that the bee doesn't speak. But
He'll become my new god, and I will sacrifice bodies to him.
You notice, you much like everyone else, it's common knowledge that the bee doesn't speak.
Wait a second, wait. I ignore you because I have a magical spell, I think, that, something about languages.
Not yet. Trust me. Right now, as far as you know, what I'm telling you is, as far as you know, the bee doesn't speak. But what you hear from it, you hear chittering and wild rage. Usually the bee, like this whole time, the bee has been massaging your head very comfortably. Like you feel very calm despite everything that's happening, thanks to the bee massaging your head. But you hear its rage and its anger. The bee jumps to the fucking deep one's face and gouges one of its eyes out.
It says comprehend languages. I cannot understand him.
Well, if you use that. So, right now there's the captain. Beltran, it is now your turn.
Well, shoot, Beltran doesn't know he's dead. Oh well, I'm still going to take the action as if I thought he was alive.
There's still a fight. The one last deep one.
I'm aware. But you also got to keep in mind, he doesn't know B-Hat's dead.
Okay, so do what you're going to do. Do what you're going to do.
Monster summoning. So,
right.
He's going to... The first half of his turn is to make the pentacle. The second half, he's going to toss the head of a deep one in there. And he's going to try and summon something.
Wait, you're making a what? A pentagram?
hell? This is the guy who refused.
Pentacle. Huh?
Never mind.
The wood on the ship is like wet.
Yeah, wait. What are you making? A pentagram?
Bring a monster, damn it.
Chalk is not going to work on wet wood. I've tried.
Yeah, it's raining. If that's what you said, then yes, it's raining. You can't draw anything on
Flaming
that.
hands.
Belton refused black magic last time we tried to get him to do something. Why would all of a sudden he summon demons and shit?
So what are you doing now?
He's just gonna cast flaming hands.
But it's raining.
Yeah, he's got to do something. That's the only combat magic he has.
Madeline, you're about to learn that John, no matter what's going on, must burn something.
I'm not arguing so much, just the logic.
Oh,
He will
corruption.
now burn the boat down. And
Oh no, he's gonna burn the boat.
Oh my god.
That's why
John.
Tyler was laughing.
Oh my god, John.
I was laughing before at the stupidity of the spell. Now I'm laughing at the one.
What the fuck's about to happen with the fire? You are now going to send us all after Behat.
It was over.
You're going to burn the boat down.
It's wet wood. It shouldn't burn that badly.
That's true.
It's mostly metal, asshole.
It's
what is the
fire? It's DCC. Oh my god.
What page is your flaming hand before I die of laughter?
142.
Oh my god.
The fight is literally over. We only lost one character. No one cares. Now you're going to kill everybody. Jesus Christ, John.
What?
The best part is it's only 15 feet distance. Okay,
Well, it depends on what he fucking rolls with that one.
Well, maybe the fire doesn't even happen because it's raining and it just sizzles out.
Okay, he critical failed. Madeline, let me explain this to Madeline, but depending on the rolls that happen now, it could turn into everything blowing up or him destroying the universe or him destroying himself.
Spells in DCC work like dynamite. They can blow up on your face.
Yep. Especially when you roll a 1. That's exactly what he rolled.
1d6 with luck.
For a wholly unnecessary spell.
That's, only like 15 feet distance.
Okay. And add luck?
Yes.
Oh, no, wait. The modifier for luck, right? No burning luck.
Modifier.
Okay, never mind.
No burning luck, not for this one.
Okay.
Sorry, John, you get a corruption where you die instantly. JK. Misfire! You pretty much... you are like a prepubescent kid in his first date. You just jizzed yourself. You just go like...
Did he lose his eyebrows?
Well, no. Unfortunately, it's raining, as you said. Fire. Misfire table. There's a misfire table?
Flaming hands, what page?
I don't know, but... they actually might be.
Roll 1d4.
Thank you.
You haven't played in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I've had to handle this many times. Roll 1d4.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
42.
Wrong dice.
I'm telling you, he can kill us all now.
It's a 1.
I got this.
Oh my god.
Flames!
I'm closing the book and not looking at it. What just happened?
So, your intention was to fire flames at the being in front of you, the creature behind you, right? Your whole entire... You were trying to fire at the being with your left hand. Thing is, your right hand is completely consumed by a raging black fire and then spews right into Lexington. Lexington, you are consumed by fire for a brief moment.
Wow.
So, you and a good chunk of the deck have just been scorched. 1d3 damage for you. Let me do that.
Okay.
I think I know a good plastic surgeon. Lexington is a good name for the Phantom of the Opera. So you could get like a cool mask or something and
He already
I don't
has
know,
an eye
prey
patch.
upon poor girls.
He already has an eye patch.
He already is. You take 1 damage. So the flames, as I see them, and they only do 1d3 damage, they're very brief as they hit the area around you. It wasn't, it pretty much scorches you just a bit. You might not have your eyebrows. I'm not sure.
He did destroy the ship. He didn't light the ship on fire. I mean, it is raining, but
nope.
Still okay.
Yeah, the raining, pretty much any flames that almost swell, they stop immediately. There's no oil on the ship as far as I know, and none of you killed any of the sea demons there. If you lit a fire next to where the sea demon's blood was...
Boom.
So...
It was acidic and flammable?
So, now it is... Let's see... Now we're skipping over the captain. He's currently stunned. Silence, it's your turn. There's a wailing, horrific creature above you.
What? Oh, the dude who's fighting Madeline?
The captain, yes.
All right. He saw Lexington get lit up by Beltram. And he's like, Beltram's under the mind control of the fish.
A misfire!
Oh. Oh God! I don't want to do this, John. You've already lost the character.
If you're gonna kill him.
Dude, what would Silence do? He'd throw you overboard. Oh.
Do what you gotta do.
No, he's not gonna do it. So Silence, instead of helping Madeline with the fight, he tackles Beltram to the ground.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's been
my
made
goodness.
controlled by the evil Lovecraftian terrors. So I roll a 1d7 for my deed. He is not trying to hurt him. He's trying to subdue him. Okay, so because he no longer trusts him, he rolled a 5. So now I'm gonna roll a. What's your armor class, John? 5 plus.
I believe it's 10. 12.
Oh, by the way, Uncle, add a +2 to your roll, because as that's happening, the Chief Warminger, who's already there, assists you in putting him down. Oh shit, the Chief Warminger burns too.
Yeah.
You burn the Chief Warminger as well.
He rolls a
forgot.
29.
Oh, lovely.
He rushes into Beltram with the intent of grabbing him like this and holding his arms together so he can no longer do this. And of course, he continues to charge like through a door into the cabin or wherever you want to send him. But that's what he's doing.
You're at the bow of the ship, so if you keep charging forward, it's off the deck.
He has the presence of mind to let go if that happens.
All right. So,
no, he's charging him to the ground.
So the second you bring him to the ground, the Chief Warminger, who completely believes you and is pissed off that he just got scorched, punches Beltram in the face and ties him up.
Hey, Beltram!
These things happen.
Wake up, Beltram! So I still have another action. Wake up, Beltram! Beltram, you're on fire! You're on fire, okay? Your name.
Yeah, the spell misfired. Good grief.
Beltram, why the fuck are you casting a fire spell on a goddamn boat made of wood?
It was flaming hands. It's not fireball.
You almost killed Lexington.
You and your friend barely grabbed the idol.
You need to understand, okay? You're putting our group members in a danger, okay? All right, you almost killed one of our.
Well, I would have kept the color spray, but I can't really use the spell at the moment.
You need to understand.
Stop using spells! The Chief Warminger screams in your face.
For a very long time.
Well, you shouldn't have dropped the idol. You
bastard! It's raining. You couldn't grab it from a screaming cultist.
Neither could you.
You almost caused one of us to die. Okay. You're a terrible person. You almost killed one of our group.
Well, considering you wanted me to sacrifice a whole army, yeah, I am a terrible person. I know this.
You're a horrible human being.
He's
You endangered one of
delusional.
us.
He's
Look at
delusional.
us and our friends. None of us have died because we've been good people. Nobody here is dead.
Alright, who was the person that almost burned me?
So Lexington,
Everyone
no, you were
forgot
walking
the Madeline's
away. That's
fighting.
right. So your back got burned.
Everyone forgot the Madeline is fighting, and one of the group actually did die. So,
We're all having an argument.
about endangering group members.
We're utterly dysfunctional.
So some of the crew members come over to help the Chief Worminger, and they've already got you tied up by this point.
Yep.
The others are still in combat.
Madeline's still in a duel?
They're dealing with the captain.
So as you guys are arguing, now we're back to Analyth Jekyll. So one of the crew members, they do what Lexington was planning to do. They decide, you know what? I'm going to cut it from above. This person climbs up top he goes all the way up the steps, climbs on top of the roof that no one's supposed to go on, and then decides to slash from above. I'm going to go ahead and make a roll for him. A very, good roll. He misses and falls off the boat. You never see him again.
None of us even noticed. This is such a callous group of assholes that nobody noticed.
We're too busy arguing over.
All I care
Fire.
about is my new son.
So you have
A bee.
So there's currently a bee eating out this thing's eye. Another person attempts to, person next to you, Analyth, slashes. Misses, other person comes, and they hit this guy, and they attack him for the damage of barely anything. They only nick him. Now you can go.
Okay, so most of my plans have not gone well. So I'm gonna do what I always do in Call of Duty. I'm gonna aim for the dick. So I would like to try to stab him in the groin.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening with the groin today. Go ahead, roll. Roll with your strength bonuses or negatives.
Wait, I forgot what I'm supposed to roll again.
D20 minus 1.
You are so smart.
Well, I gotta be the DM.
I got a 13.
13. You missed the groin and it goes between his legs as he's screaming at the fact there's a bee ripping out his eye.
Not even the thigh?
Nope, nothing.
Oh my.
Lexington, your turn.
Wait, don't I have something else I can do? Like, I don't know, kick him?
No. You only have one attack. You could move, but that's relocation. And
Okay.
that's movement that isn't extraneous.
Well, can I at least cheer on the bee?
Sure.
Go, bee, go! I will name you after my husband. Bring victory to his name.
When you say name this bee, the bee stops killing this thing and looks at you, and you feel contempt in its. It flies up to you and starts to complain what you imagine, and it just complains, and then it flies around the thing and attempts to try to again fight it, but it's trying to find another position. It seems you saying that you want to name it has infuriated it. So now it's Lexington Asheville.
I'm already having my first fight with my son.
Lexington Asheville, you've walked halfway there because you took a full turn just walking. So you see the creature still wailing and in complete and utter confusion from the sheer pain that's happening. What do you do?
What do I see near me at the moment?
You see other soldiers, they're grabbing other spears. They're preparing other spears to throw spears, but they're not quite ready yet. You see that they're right next to the captain's cabin. You see Analyth Jekyll attempting to fight this thing, and you see a bee that's hovering around it furiously.
Is the captain and the
Captain
That
is
was
attached to the wall with his arm missing. He's screaming and wailing. He's missing an eye.
If you miss the captain and hit my son, I'm going after you.
So what do you do? Oh, also,
No, I
Lexington,
mean, like,
hold on. You're the only one out of everybody that noticed the fact that someone fell off the ship doing exactly what you planned to do. They're gone to the waves. So now go ahead.
DM hint.
as I said, around me, like,
What are you looking
what
for?
is there? Like, is there anything heavy?
There's like barrels. You see like barrels, like wooden barrels, yeah, of supplies, very likely. Yeah, you see some like you pretty much see
Do I
like
see
different.
a brick? Do I see a hook? Do I see like a?
Yeah, go ahead and roll to see if there's a hook around you. Sure. As for bricks, no, you're not on a construction site.
There might be a cannonball.
Right.
Yeah, there actually, if you're looking for cannonballs, there are cannonballs. There's cannons on each side of the ship.
All right. I'm going to try to get some rope. Is there any rope?
There's rope likely used for the ship itself, but yeah, rope.
Okay, I'm gonna tie my javelin with the rope. And then I'm gonna aim at the captain. This time, I'm not trying to pin him, but aim it enough where I can drag him from wherever he is.
So you're aiming for the center of his body. Okay, yeah, just do your mighty deed and all that, Jam. Yeah,
Yep.
go ahead.
Go for it, Scorpion.
Yeah.
I have no idea where the fuck he is. You're telling me he's at the second store, but like, what do you mean he's at the second store?
He's like Spider-Man. Imagine Spider-Man on a fucking wall.
You're gonna stab me instead, aren't you?
Yeah, but where on the ship is he like standing like Spider-Man?
Spider Cap.
He's like Spider-Man on a fucking wall. He's on the side of the ship. He's on the second story next to the captain's cabin.
Jonathan apparently has problems understanding second floor.
Second floor. Second fucking floor. He's on the side.
Okay, so it's like outside. Okay, theoretically, if I were to go inside the captain's quarters, would I be near the guy?
I mean, if you want to try to stab him through like one little hole window, then you'd have to stab around the window. No, there's furniture in the way. If you want to stab through the fucking wall, you can give that a shot. I mean, it's definitely not made out of, I don't know, solid wood or solid fucking metal.
Alright. In any case.
You know, barnacles? Imagine he's a barnacle on the side of the ship, but he's all the way on the second floor, where typically the captain would be steering stuff.
No, he's not. Let's not help him.
Okay.
He'll have to figure it out. At this point, there's no helping him. Come on, Joe. What are you doing?
Let's see.
Well, the good thing is, apparently, if we play early, it goes much faster. We're already 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Felt like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, Jonathan, what do you do?
I have no idea what to do. He tries to find anything around the ship.
Dude, run up there and hit him with something. Just like
There
Madeline
are
did.
cannonballs!
Yeah, but that fucker just like fell off the ship for that.
If
That
you want
was
to jump,
him! Try!
Because he
you
rolled
can go.
ass.
What?
Go.
That's because he rolled ass. First off, second off, you literally can go where Madeline is to attack him.
And he was an unnamed character. They're expendable.
Dude, literally, he went on top of the roof. Madeline is on the second story stabbing from around. Dude, just do something, please.
I'm gonna
Drop a
go
cannonball
where
on his head.
Madeline's character is, and I'm gonna try to stab him with my javelin.
Okay, so you're able with one full movement, you're able to go all the way up there. So Madeline makes her move. You see that happen. You see the complaint between her and the bee. You get irritated and you move in and try to stab. Go ahead, make your roll. Javelins aren't that long, are they?
They're more of a throwing thing than a stabbing thing.
Yeah. So right now, Madeline. Wait, actually, hold up. Let me confirm this, Jonathan. Right now, everyone's vying for a position to fight this thing because you're pretty much having to attack over. Do you want to take her position at risk of getting hit, so you can attack him?
Yes.
Okay, Madeline, you won't be hit next turn if he does attack.
I will be hit or I won't
Will
be
not.
hit.
Will not. You're behind Lexington.
Perfect.
Make
Good job.
Basically,
Meat
he's your meat
shield.
shield.
Yes.
And that was a goddamn one.
What is it with the computer and ones today?
I am so glad I was behind you.
That's a
No, you don't.
that's a fumble.
Because that one can hit just about anybody.
That's a
Actually,
fumble. Go ahead and roll.
depending
Fumble
on-
table. Look at the DM's glowing
Yeah.
happy face.
Yeah.
I don't think
I will say this about
today.
Eminem.
So Jonathan, what happens instead of the fumble table today? You, with your javelin that isn't quite a spear, you miss. And your attempt to stab over, you still suffer the same fate and fall. Now, it's whether you fall overboard. Roll reflex.
Is oh wait, I see it here. Six.
You've just fallen overboard.
Jonathan, that is one of those moments that you fucking add luck to your goddamn roll, you dumbass.
So you pretty much you slip and the boat is rocking in just the right way that you slip over, you fall over 2 sets of railing, and you fall overboard. Next round, you'll get a chance to grab on the boat before you're pretty much left behind to whatever the hell's in the water. Speaking of next round, it is now the next round.
Wait, does that mean I still can get hit now since my meat shield is gone?
No, you're moved back. You're out of combat pretty much.
Okay.
Unless he reaches over and stabs you. So, Beltran, your turn. Oh wait, no, you're tied up. So now back to the deep ones. The deep ones. Well, the captain is wailing, and he comes to his senses. And since he came to his senses, he jumps off the boat. You see him do a great, glorious leap, spewing blood from his arm as he dives deep in the water. At least maybe 30 feet, he jumps from the ship and dives into the water, clearly intent on an escape. Combat is over. Lexington, roll to not be left behind.
Let Silence take his turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Silence sees Lexington fall off the boat, does he?
Yes.
He lets him?
He turns back to Beltran. You see when you do things like that, stuff like that happens. Lexington falls off the boat and
I didn't
dies.
tell him to fall off the. All right, it's not my fault he fell off the boat. I'm busy being tied up and beat up by all of you. I have nothing to do with this.
Our fearless leader is dead. You understand the things you do?
Fearless leader. You do realize you've been more of a leader by this point, right?
Shut up, Beltran. Now you got watch. This is what a true hero
Aren't
should
you
do.
the one leading the Ravens?
Rope. Is there rope around?
Yes, there's rope around.
Yes, it's tied around me.
He grabs the rope and he swings over the side and does a mighty deed and tries to catch Lexington while holding onto the rope. Of course, he's gonna make sure the rope is attached to something, Tyler.
Okay,
Okay, let's
nice.
do a deed. Is this
So, what's it called? As
Okay.
you, what happens here is, as you're, you pretty much take the rope, and as you're about to tie it, the chief
he's not tying
warmonger.
it? He's holding on to the end and he's swinging out, doing a deed, a mighty deed.
Oh,
to
you're
catch
grabbing one of the. Okay, yeah.
Lexington in midair and fly back. He's doing some crazy mighty deed.
Oh shit! Yeah,
He's
you
doing
grab
like a
one of the ropes
the
from the
Caribbean
mast.
type shit.
Yes, Pirates of the Caribbean shit.
So you're grabbing one of the ropes that control the mast and the ship's the wind.
Yes. All right.
So
Why is it so important it is a heroic deed? Does that mean anything?
It gives him bonuses
It gives
to
him
actually
bonus.
do it.
He gets to roll a dice to see if he gets any bonuses.
I didn't roll
Yep,
that high,
you
but I rolled
do.
3. That's a success.
Mm-hmm.
That's a success if I hit. Well, up to the DM.
Yep. Go ahead.
Come on. 19.
So Lexington, what happens for you, Lexington, is you make the stab and you fall over. You fall back and then you pretty much hit a railing, but your stubborn ass didn't want to fall all the way. So you grab another railing and then you fall again. Just as you're about to hit the water, Silence grabs you and he brings you back into the boat, however gently or violently he desires.
No, not gently at all. He sees a giant white Croxagore thing slamming into him, grab him, swing back around, and both fall onto the boat. And then he gets back up, walks over to Beltram, and yells at him some more. You see, I have to fix all your shit.
You're the one who used a teammate to go fishing for mermaids.
What teammate?
The
one that got tossed offside.
What? Somebody got tossed off the side?
I was just rescued, Beltram. Who you're talking about?
The lunatic with the big B.
I'm not a lunatic,
Not you, the other one.
but I have the bee. He's my
The
son.
one who had the B before you.
If there were two of them,
There's
you would
nobody
have
else,
serious
Beltram.
problems. There's only been one with a B on
There's
it.
nobody else. Beltram, you put us in danger, and you're trying to make up excuses.
I've had this bee
I'm
the
not
entire
making up
time.
excuses. The screaming whiny one that had the spear between his legs.
He's still here.
No, I'm talking
Captain
about the
already
other one.
left.
Silence is honestly trying to remember Behat, and he can't. He's like,
The screaming guy with the spear behind his legs already left. That was the captain.
No.
And I've had the bee the
The
entire
screaming
time.
guy who had the B before you. There was somebody who
no
had
guy
that
before the bee.
Yes,
It was always me with the
He
bee.
had a little dude with a knight with him that had knight armor.
I think you're hallucinating. Did you drink some of that alien blood?
Madeline, your analyst feels the massaging of the bee as you're speaking. It pretty much calms you down, makes you feel better.
Beltram, I think you hit your head. Let's get you downstairs and get some liquor.
It is in my head, but next time don't go fishing for mermaids.
I don't know what you're talking about, Beltram. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Let's go
The
downstairs
rain,
and
just as you guys are all gathering, arguing, the rain finally lets up. There's just it's getting more and more quiet with the waves.
Now we can actually get to what you planned for this adventure.
Seriously, who needs deepest dungeon when we have this? Darkest dungeon, I mean.
So now that after the whole bit, do you guys eventually release Beltran, or is he not released at all? Do you leave him to the captain? I mean the
Warmonger?
Do you leave him to the Worminger to put him in the brig?
I let him go. He's okay. He was taking him downstairs to give him a drink. He needs liquor. You need to drink something, and it'll clear your head. Here's some ale.
You do realize the last time I drank ale, I ended up punching a man screaming flaming fist when it was really my hand on fire.
I want to see this. So he gives him ale. He gives him ale.
He
All
puts
right.
it down. He's like, I've had enough bad days.
So you guys are below the ship, and with their mess area, right? It's rather it's comfortable.
We gotta promote a new captain.
Wait a second. What about the old man wizard? Did anyone make sure he was okay?
You notice
He's
that
a
the old
cleric.
man has just been just standing underneath the steps, staying out of the rain. He's just like,
Old guy. Who should be the new captain?
The bee.
he goes over to you and he grabs your arm and he pats. He's like, and he looks over to like the chief Worminger, who's not even looking at any of you. He's just leaning over the railing. He looks like he's doing this. He's like,
So Silence walks up to him and puts one giant white paw on him. And he's like, Chief Worminger, you have been promoted to new captain. Get us to wherever we were going. Apparently we've won the day.
yeah.
Silence has completely forgotten the mermaid. He's completely forgotten what you guys are doing, what we're doing here. He has no clue what's going on. He wants to go back downstairs and have a drink.
So the new captain
is just resting on a bed, tired of the whole day's fiasco.
This is pretty much like this is nighttime. So this is like deep into the night now. A lot of the night has been taken. The only thing that gave you light was the thunder. Now it's only the torchlight. So
no moonlight whatsoever.
No, there's clouds above. So the new captain decides to go up to his quarters, and you don't really see him celebrating with you guys. A few of the crewmen, the ones that felt more cheery, they cheered with you, but they celebrated with you downstairs. But the rest of them, they seem to be a little more shocked than they're all too taken aback.
Silence tries to cheer some of them up. Do I roll charisma or something? I don't know.
Yes, charisma.
There is no charisma in this game. Personality.
Personality, yeah.
He walks up to a couple of them and he tries to cheer them. Come on, guys, join us. Come over here, have a drink with us. It's all right. He was a deep one anyway. Who gives a shit? You roll a 3.
The soldiers, they give you a solemn smile. I mean, the captain, the sailors give you a solemn smile. It's like, we knew him for 5 years.
He was a monster. He wanted to kill all of you and us. Keep in mind, it's a 7-foot tall monster telling them that. He's a terrible monster.
No, I think me and the boys, we'd rather get some shut-eye if we can. Drinking just... I'd rather not...
You guys do that. You do
Thanks.
That. Don't worry.
They
Nobody
go
will kill
over...
you tonight in the middle of the night. It's all good.
Yeah. You see after you say that, the few of them are more wily-eyed. And they go back to their quarters.
There's no way in hell someone will slip in the middle of the night and put a knife into your belly. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm here.
You see the one at the very back of the little group? He looks at you with very, very wild eyes. And if you ever try to look towards their quarters, you notice that they put up a guard of one person throughout the night because of what you said.
Remember, these are humans, and he's a lizard man or whatever we are in this world.
Yeah.
Dragonborn. So he has trouble understanding human gestures. So he thinks they're happy and that they trust him. So he pets one of them on the head and then walks away.
So, Beltram, do you indulge in drinking?
That leads.
All right. So, the rest of you are extremely exhausted, other than the ones that are abnormally powered, like the Dragonborn or the Lizardmen. The Dragonborn. Stick with that. I like that one. So,
I mean, he was a Dragonborn originally.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick.
That was in 5e. This is There's no Dragonborns in DCC. You already be some kind of lizardman.
Yeah.
So you fell through a portal. Enough said.
Anyhow, so rest of the night. Do you guys rest? Do you try to recover any lost HP by sleeping, or do you stay up all night like insane people?
I would like to make a tiny hammock for my bee friend and then go to sleep.
The bee notices this, and it seems to chitter happily. And when it gleefully, with great royal renown, like he slowly, and he does like some sort of bowing gesture. You think it's a bowing gesture. It slowly gets into the cot as if it always owned this cot, and then it sleeps peacefully.
Silence does like what Abby does to me at night. He goes and finds Lexington's bed, wherever Lexington's sleeping. He gets into bed with Lexington, full plate armor, and starts snoring.
Let's see. Lexington, roll a fortitude save.
No.
Oh my god.
You did not immediately sleep peacefully through the night like you were going to. Instead, you wake up with a scream as you're kind of crushed underneath a set of plate armor. And silence.
And his tail keeps moving as he dreams, so it keeps like slapping you in the back of the head.
All the four.
Oh wait, that was your roll. Oh, I didn't see your roll. I thought the roll there. You know, it's the same actually. Same.
His big crocodile tail keeps slapping you in the head as he in his dreams.
Silence likely wouldn't wake up to your scream, so you have to make a strength roll so you can get off and have a peaceful night's sleep. Otherwise, you're not recovering any HP.
Silence hasn't taken one hit, so it's perfectly fine.
For those who have lost HP, if you lost any. No, you have a restless night of sleep as you're stuck underneath him all night.
Yeah, he totally, grabs you, puts his arm around you, brings you close.
So, finally we get to the bit I wanted to get to. The next day. So, Silence, you're awakened by a sailor saluting. Silence! The captain's asked for you.
He says Lexington as far away from him as possible. He said, "You didn't see anything. Nothing happened. Nothing. Nothing. You saw nothing." He gets up.
Of course, sir.
The captain? All right, captain.
Yes, sir. He wants to see Lexington as well.
He doesn't understand what he's doing, so he's doing this. All right. Good. Eddie.
Yes, sir. He then leaves promptly, and he goes to find the Beltram, which wherever you're sleeping, Beltram, if it's a corner or something, he goes over to you. He's like, Beltram, the captain wants to see you.
All right. Be there as soon as I can.
Yes, sir. He then leaves over to Analyth Jekyll and then sees the bee. He's like ma'am and bee.
I'm a man.
Isn't it, sir?
Man and bee. That's what I said.
Yes.
The captain wants to see you as well.
Why?
He didn't say the reason, sir. All he said was he had a solution.
I'm full of poor decision making. I can see why I would be requested.
Yes, sir. The sailor leaves.
I love that Analyth is the new bee hat.
I am.
Like you never left.
Yep.
When you wake up, Analyth, you hear the bee speak. It's like, you should have killed him. I sleep.
And without questioning it, I will pat his head gently and say, maybe next time.
This does calm him down a bit. He's like,
I will sacrifice someone and give you blood, I promise.
This is you notice now that for some reason you can understand him. You actually understand his work. So the bee does calm down a bit after you say you're going to sacrifice someone to him. He seems to really relish in the prospect of death.
I'm okay with that. I myself am a being of death.
So now back to Silence. Silence, you're the first one to get to the captain's cabin, and you see Vorgorod, and you see him animated, happy. You see for some you've never seen it in him, but you see energy in him. For some reason, he seems excited. You're the first to arrive, Silence.
Silence is like,
Silence.
You got any coffee?
Yeah, we have coffee. He's currently, the guy is pretty much, he's like this, looking over a map. What you said about hunting the mermaid, that beast that has hunted us, that has slaughtered ships for generations. I think I know how we can kill it.
What?
Yes, the other night, we spoke of this. You wanted to kill it, and I think I found a solution. Even with this tiny ship, it doesn't matter the ship. As he's speaking, he's kind of shaking a little bit. His beard shakes a little bit as he's speaking. He's like, this...
Silence sits down and he pours his coffee here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Is Beltram there?
Let's do that.
At this point,
whatever
then...
you want, Captain.
At this point, then Lexington arrives.
Oh, look, everything's gonna get much better now. Don't worry, he's here. He'll help you out.
Of course, he's a nobleman. They have quite... his knowledge will be impeccably useful. I know there is a slumbering god in the region. There's always been rumors and speech. This displaced being that sleeps here. If we find a seer, I know there's a seer at this port. If we speak to the seer, they will tell us where we can find the slumbering god of the sea. Back in ages of past, they said that this being would, if you had his favor, you could kill anything in ship battle. He would help you by maneuvering the sea itself. So we must find this seer.
He takes a sip of his coffee. You getting all this, Beltram?
It's actually Lexington. Beltram arrives just after all that is said.
You getting all this, Lexington? Keep sipping his coffee.
Yes.
I sit there. Beltram sits down.
Now, Annalise Jekyll, were you coming to the meeting as well?
Yes, but tell me when I enter, because I have an entrance to make.
So, the captain, when you come in, same description, he's all very animated and excited. So, let's see.
Four times.
Let's see.
Does he repeat this?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't repeat it for you. He's like,
okay.
Yes, come in. He waits. He then pauses for a moment, realizing that he's only given the information to Silence. Then he waits for the last one. Annalith, you arrive.
I come in with my arms raised and the bee sitting on my hands like a throne, and I announce, the king has arrived.
The bee chitters joyously. And the bee's just like very happily chittering. And the captain looks at you. His animation and joy is then completely washed over by confusion. He's like,
it's gotten worse, we know.
Silence
I don't remember.
Pulls out a chair and says, have a seat, Your Highness. Have some coffee.
I put the bee gently back on my head and sit down.
Created a monster, John.
The
The legacy of Bee Hat.
Yep. And it's only getting better.
So, with this crew, I think we can slay the mermaid with the help of the sea god. the seer that we need to find that can guide us to his slumbering crypt or his wherever he is. The seer is in the Isle of Grindex, and his name is Sisyphron.
Question. Anowith asks, why on earth are we killing the mermaid when the mermaid could be the ocean god?
Siphrion. Because that is not the ocean god. It's not
Well, how do you know?
depicted. You say that he stood on 2 feet. That's,
well, did you ask the mermaid?
You can ask the mermaid. Go, walk out into the sea with your being.
I thought you guys captured the mermaid.
The captain, Vorgarot, looks over to you, Silence. He's like...
Silence has no recollection of the mermaid. So he's drinking his coffee. He's just looking back and forth.
You said the seer was where again?
Silence is entirely reactionary. When he sees the mermaid, he'll remember what's going on. So right
and with the bee on his hat. You go out there, use your comprehend languages, ask that mermaid if he's out there, if it's a god.
No.
But a mermaid's female. Merman or man. So asking him if she is a merman.
I'm asking you that mermaid. As in man with the bee on his hat.
I think the Worminger just realized that he's surrounded by lunatics.
So the Worminger, holding Silence in high regard, he goes over to him and is like, he then finally sits down like next to him in one of the seats. He's like, we can kill it. Even with
Silence, like he takes another sip and he's like, yep. Keep sipping the coffee.
We just need to find Siphrion.
Well, I would like to go on the top deck and start asking if the mermaid is a water god.
That's exactly what I said. Go out there, outside.
We should do as the Worminger
and ask.
We should do as the Worminger says. Just get the blessing of the sea god. If the sea god just happens to be the what?
The Worminger, what he does is he gets coffee for himself as well. Except he pours liquor into this coffee. He makes 2 cups. He goes over to Silence. He grabs his cup, removes it, and gives him the cup with coffee and liquor. And then he drinks his own.
Thank you, good sir. Let me drink. I know these people are crazy. Keep drinking.
The Worminger is now silent as you guys speak.
I'm going back upstairs.
There is no upstairs. You are upstairs.
You do realize
I thought you were in a room.
You're upstairs in the captain's quarters.
That's his
well,
quarters.
okay, then I want to go outside.
All right, you go outside. You're on the balcony where you fought that thing.
Okay, and then I cut my hands around my mouth, and I go, Miss Mermaid, please give us a sign if you are the water god that we are looking for.
Can someone please tell her what the mermaid was? Silence doesn't remember. Someone who isn't fucking crazy.
The bee on your head.
I want to see if the damn thing shows up and responds.
The bee on your...
You guys do remember that the mermaid is what started this whole thing, right?
I wasn't here for the first thing.
Hold up. So you're not... Hold up. You're not there.
He's telling this...
Wait. No, she steps outside, right?
Yeah. She's outside, and Beltram is saying this to the people that stayed.
Okay. So what happens...
He's kind of like getting on their case for this insanity.
So what happens outside is the bee massages your head again. It's like, do you not remember? You must have been sleeping. Yes.
I wasn't here for the mermaid. I popped up randomly right before the stupid frogmen came up on the ship.
Oh, you were below deck sleep? Ah, yes. There were a few passengers, weren't they? Most of them are dead. No, the mermaid, it's not like the one from your world. No. It's more exciting. It's like a shark, like a whale, size of an 8-story building, but in width. 8 mouths, or no, was it 4 mouths on each side? It lures you outside, and then with its song, once it's lured you, then it eats you. And then he massages you a little harder. Eats you. Everyone here's scared of it.
Can't we befriend the shark?
He massages your head again and then stops like, no.
Look at how friendly he looks.
There we go. The mermaid.
This is a weird looking mermaid.
Wait, Tyler's.
We said,
So, go ahead.
Look,
Mermaid.
Look at her picture. Look at her video.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So the bee says like, no, we kill it. We feast on its soul. We eat its bones. We become the feared one.
Well, that sounds like a really solid plan. I think we should follow that.
looks like someone did interrupt him, I guess.
Okay, where were we?
I said, I think that's a solid plan. I think we should do that.
We're all about to die.
The bee chitters happily, and then keeps massaging your head. John, you were gonna speak inside.
He when she left, he looked at everybody. He's like, you do remember that all this started the last time the mermaid showed up, right? You guys were fishing, drew it out. We tried to kill it because he looks at the wormager. He kind of doesn't want to say that Silence was actually trying to catch the mermaid because he wanted to get laid, and then realized what it really was.
The wormager, when he sees your look, it's like, of course we knew that. The Silence himself wanted to try to kill it, but we didn't have what we have now. No.
Exactly. Yeah. So, are we really gonna let her go up there and summon that thing again before we go talk to your sea god?
That is
Or
exactly
sorry,
what happened, by the way.
the sage. Yeah, he was trying to get laid. He tied up B-Hat and used them as bait and threw him over the edge.
He was catfishing!
Yup.
Pretty much.
Literally.
He no longer remembers the mermaid or Behat. So
Yup. So. All right. The wormager, he takes a sip of a drink. He's like, yep, we're going to kill this thing. Sifryon is going to help us.
I'm
I've
in
already
complete
set course
agreement,
over
Captain. Captain.
Will be known across the
So how
realm.
do we gain the services of the seer?
He really is a furry!
Huh?
Oh. He's a crocodile who wants to have sex with a sharkfish.
Do you think he also had sex with a harpy? And, and attempted to, and had kids with her? So
Yeah.
he's done a lot of
man.
things, okay? He's been around for about 50 years. So a lot of bad things.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna now move forward, and a little bit of a time is gonna pass.
Oh boy.
So, about, I'd say, a week or two passes of sailing over to this new place. Oh, you asked about the services of the seer. We'll just say that you asked about it a little later, and you had a private moment. He's like, well, should be gold. That's the information you get out of him.
All right.
So 2 weeks pass. Is there anything in particular out of the ordinary that you do?
I'd like to make a little crown for the bee.
All right.
Like with paper mache. I'm not gonna make it out of gold.
Agility.
Oh
Roll
dear.
agility for that.
So it'd be a D20 and then plus whatever agility is.
Yes. If you have any bonuses.
I have no bonuses. I made
You
a
did it.
6.
You made a very, very shoddy crown. You're not very good at this. The bee didn't seem to notice. The bee, which you have come to find out that the bee is kind of in mourning, has taken the gift with great joy.
I
Despite
need to
it.
get my son in therapy.
Giving Mordred a crown. That's not going to inflate his ego.
That's actually his name.
His name is Mordred?
Yes, Mordred.
Yeah.
His
I was
writer.
gonna name him after my husband, Asmodeus. He was gonna be Asmodeus Jr.
No, his name is Mordred. Also, sorry, his name was the scarab that horribly died was Lancelot. I had said his name wrong. All right, now, Silence. Is there anything out of the ordinary you do within the next 2 weeks before you make landfall in the Isle of Gru?
Does he see the crown?
Yes.
At some point, he sees a crown. And so he walks up there. He's like, "What's that on his head?"
It is to show his true status.
Are we gonna cook him?
No, he is king.
Oh.
We are going to feast upon the mermaid.
Yeah.
Silence. You hear like a whispering sound when she says feast on the mermaids. Like, yes, you'll feast on it. You'll cut me a slab yourself. You see the bee moving closer to you, and you think the bee might be speaking, but you're not sure again.
He's looking at his cup. He's swimming. And he's like, walks over to the side of the ship and tosses out whatever he was drinking. And walks as far away on the ship from Adolith as he can.
As he looks into his cup, all Beltram says is, "And you think the other one was bad?" And then he walks off in a different direction.
When he notices that Beltram was there, he's like, "Yeah, that's not sneaking up on me, goddammit!" So he walks away, sits down somewhere on the side of the ship, and just stares at the wooden board and thinks about his life.
As you're doing this, eventually, after some time passes, someone short stumbles over you, and you notice it's your dwarf friend. He's like, "Oh, you need to stay out of my way. I am patrolling your ship, you bastard."
Hey, buddy, you know what cheers me up when I get down?
Alcohol? He offers you alcohol.
Killing something, and you're my friend, so I'm gonna kill you. So we need to find something to kill.
He pats your shoulders like, "We're going to be killing mermaids. I don't know why we're going to kill women. I mean, they got nice tits, but..." He wanders off again, and then he just stumbles over and passes out.
He pats him on the head. He looks around to see if there's a random person to shove overboard.
You see one of the crew members smoking a cigarette or something like it on the side of the ship. He's like, he's just relaxing.
He walks over to that crew member, puts one hand on his back. He pats him on the head, and then he's like, then he starts to think about his life, and decides not to shove him overboard. He goes back to the spot and sits down. It remains a melancholy silence. Today there will be no killing.
So, as the day passes, eventually that guy stops smoking, and other people pass, and it's kind of all a blur for you. The guy comes back. You see the same guy that was smoking the whatever it is. And he comes back to you, and you see he's holding a sort of bottle. You seem like you're in rough shape, mate. Take this.
What's in it? He looks at it. He smells it.
It's a liquid.
He smells it.
When you smell it, it smells sweet.
It smells like liquor.
Very pleasant. Huh?
It smells like liquor.
No, you don't smell liquor. You smell sweetness.
So it's not liquor.
It might be mead.
It might be mead. Okay, so it's sweet, but it's not liquor. He drinks it.
When you drink it, you are given pretty much, it floods over you like it's some sort of medicinal potion or something. It makes you feel a lot better. Whatever negative feeling you had, it fills you with the sweetness of the drink itself. If there's liquor in it, you can't tell.
And it clears up his mind. He looks over at the guy. He's like, "What the hell happened to B-Hat?
Oh.
You seen that guy? I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks."
Oh. Yeah, no, your friend died a horrible way. 2 men fondling his balls for something, and then he fell over.
He's dead?
Yeah. No, he didn't die no pleasant way either. He fell overboard at the bow, so if I were to guess, he got flayed under the ship with barnacles.
Oh, poor B-Hat. He was a good man. I knew him. I knew him in another dimension, too.
He did.
I think he died there, too.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, he was a good man. He keeps drinking.
So the other guy, he stands there smoking for a bit, then he leaves. Is there anything else you do?
He remembers that he's hunting a mermaid. He's like, "The mermaid! Where's B-Hat? We can throw him over the side."
Nice. Can you tell anyone that?
Absolutely not. Oh yeah, for the rest of the week. Tells everyone. He's completely remembered why he's here. So,
It's funny because the captain is like, "Oh, I'm glad that you're really starting to feel it. We're gonna be legends."
yes, Captain. You, me, and B-Hat, we're gonna be legends.
That one. No, he's dead. He might be remembered. For his death, maybe.
Did Jonathan just snore?
He's asleep. Okay. Lexington, what do you do in the next 2 weeks before you pass out again?
Lexington tries to tie up his wound and tries to count up the supplies of the boat to see if we have enough to go see the seer.
You have a guy that literally his whole job is the guy. There's a guy that's literally his whole job is check supplies. As you're checking supplies, you find the guy, the cargo holder guy. He's like, "What are you doing here? You're checking the supplies yourself. You
did not lose any supplies from the incident that happened above."
Oh, you want details on what happened below deck? It was very kind of you, nobleman. Sure, now I'll tell you what happened. We didn't lose any supplies, but we lost manpower. You guys didn't really see it, but when the captain was down below deck with us, we had to fight for our lives. He killed a good chunk of us. Many men, many good men, many very required men, when needed, necessary men are dead, maintenance men that we need. Many of them dead, slaughtered, butchered, left barely even. You don't need the details, but now we're good on supplies, sir. Is there anything else you needed?
Any idea where we land in port?
Oh, where we're going to port? Yes, of course, we're going to the Isle of Grun, as far as I know, to talk to that old crazy seer. A man who worships a rock of some sort. He's mad, they say, and I think I agree with him.
Well, have a very free day.
Free day, sure. Of course. The guy, as you leave, the guy gives you like a weird glare. It's like, anything else you do?
Well, not so much. He tries to like rest and like ponder on the shit that happened in the last few days.
All right. Now, Beltram, is there anything you do?
He's pretty much gonna. He's just gonna. Let me see. Well, he's gonna work on his spells, of course, memorize them, stuff like that. He's gonna work on trying to think. Can I try to figure out a how to cast a new spell on the way?
No! You need a library
And
for that. A wizard library.
He is just going to practice his spells, and I mean, just keep reading his books and whatnot.
All
So
right.
he does nothing.
So, talking to you reminded me of an old deal that was struck. Lexington, in the quiet hours of the night, you are disturbed by a being. And you see a demon with a great smile on the other side of your room. You didn't give me the souls I asked. 3 of any. I had to fetch them myself as they were leaving their mortal coil, including... No. I tried to get the crazy one, but his soul was too wily. I can't give you back your bee hat. The souls of the crewmen did nicely. Tell you what, dear friend Lexington, I will give you a boon, for I am fond of you and your mother's nature. Do you understand me?
What?
Your friend, known as Beltram. He is one of the spawns of the devil. Before he severed his ties with black magic. Yes, there's a darkness about your friend. I suppose he may be hunted down soon for that. That's the information I offer. After all, so many souls left their coils and I could steal them thanks to our contract. You should be a little more adamant in giving me souls. A little faster, if you would. I'm growing impatient.
So you just want souls, yes?
Souls. Many souls. I would ask you for the souls of the innocent, but I'm not sure you'd be so willing. I'll take any souls off you. The more unjust the death, the more satisfied I will be. But death is all the same. I'll leave you with that, dear Lexington. He fades into the shadows. Thus, the boat arrives at port. It is midday when you see the land. Well, it's about it's almost midday when you see the port, and you see it as a bustling, you see a bustling port filled with people going to and fro. You see many boats here and there of different sizes, different qualities. And you see that in the distance, high up, there is a temple. And you have a feeling that temple might be where you want to go. All of you then, slowly but surely, land on port. You now, for the first time in quite some time, maybe a month, first time you've touched land. What do you do?
Is it like a market?
Yes, first thing you see is the market on the side of the shore. The description is the waters are more of a deep blue here. They're pretty. They're beautiful. It's like a mountainside. The whole entire city is climbing up a mountain. And then at the very peak of the mountain, there's a actual temple up there. And you see that there's streets interwoven here and there, though there is no really high building. There's no building higher than maybe 4 stories. And everything seems to be of a very old architecture, yet not in ruin. Very, very well maintained.
Yeah, I think
So,
they sell
what do you do?
shish kebabs here. I want a shish kebab.
Sounds really yummy.
Yeah, I want a shish kebab.
The dwarf that's right next to you that you barely notice is like, I want one. I've had enough of this ship food to last me a lifetime. He jumps on the railing and he stands there. He's like, I'll have me a shish kebab, damn it.
Let's go eat some shish kebabs. And then Belgium, I'm gonna go do that thing that you wanted to do here. Let's go.
The second you guys get close to, before you even get, like, properly dock, the dwarf jumps right off to land on the, to land right on the port.
So,
But he's a dwarf, so he misses the jump.
Mm.
So he falls right into the water.
so the 7-foot dragonborn does exactly the same thing. He's following him.
The dwarf then begrudgingly swims. He's like, you fell too, Silence. I'm gonna have those damn shish kebabs if it's the last thing I do.
Silence swims like a crocodile, so he's just swimming right next to him, like, just fine.
The dwarf is struggling a lot, and he doesn't make much distance. It's very slow going.
He grabs
He
him by the
eventually-
tail, throws him on his back, and swims.
Now this will work. Once they make it to the ladder, the dwarf, he jumps up on the ladder, and with his great strength, he pulls you up as well. It's like, come.
Let's go eat, buddy. He doesn't remember his name. Is it buddy?
The rest of you have to wait another extra minute before the ship slows down until you can step off. If that's your,
I listen to the bee.
The bee is quiet, and he seems very irritated at the amount of people around. He's looking at them with wild eyes. But
I asked him if he would like to see some flowers.
Flowers. Maybe. Why? Would kill them. Fine. Show me the flowers.
I will try to find some flowers.
Tight. It's been 3 hours.
Yeah, no, that's it. This is it. This is the last hour. This is the last 3 minutes. So all of you arrive on shore. Silence and Ralothar the dwarf to find shish kebabs. Lexington, Beltran to find the original quest line. If that is. Nevertheless, this is where we leave off on the port of Grun. And finally, I've finally done a thing in my campaign. God damn it.
Good job!
It only took the whole of fucking a whole year or whatever the
how much XP?
delaying.
Right,
XP? Let's see,